The library. Every Halo fan, or most Halo fans say it's too repetitive, difficult, boring, or feels like a chore over time. And while yes, the floors are repetitive to be honest, that by no means makes it any less fun. In fact, I really love Halo CE, and the library, along with the Silent Cartographer, are my favorite levels in the game. Yes, I load up the Master Chief Collection specifically to play the library. I kid you not. There are many aspects that make this level an enjoyable experience. For example, the atmosphere the level sets is amazing in my opinion. The dark corridors, the fact that you can barely see anything, except if you turn off the light in your house in real life, I guess. That's what I do. It adds to the creepiness factor, but at least you can see. Or you can turn into the anniversary graphics, but I don't know, I feel like the creepy vibe goes away. I don't know, whatever you prefer. In the classic, the atmosphere is creepy, you're met with the creepy music of the flood. It makes the experience actually feel like you're survival horror, which is really cool in my opinion. And technically, I know people can argue that you can say that for 343, but I don't know, 343 is mostly empty and there's Covenant around. You can fight with the Covenant or wait for whoever wins. It's the flood, but yeah. In this one, it's just you and the flood. You, the flood, and at their HQ as well. Nowhere else to go. Plus, the setting is really nice in my opinion. I like the walls, they're wonderful, and the structures. I like the elevators, the caves that you go down into, the doors, and those really mesmerizing blue shining panels that you walk by in the library. It's a really iconic place, to be honest. Let's talk more gameplay. First of all, after all of this playing against the Covenant and Jackals in the earlier levels, I'm talking about legendary difficulty and stuff, and you have to deal with their annoying shields, you're met with the Flood. The Flood have no shields at all, which is really awesome in my opinion. There are three types of Flood. There are the normal Floods, which attack you and jump at you and can have different weapons. There's those small eyeballs, which have 1 HP, and they do barely any damage, but as a team, they can eat on your shields, and can actually eat off your actual health really quickly if your shield is down. So if they're high in number, or if you're surrounded by them, or your shield is down, very risky. So don't overestimate them. The third type is those eyeball sacks or fatty flood that just blow up when they're near you or when they're shot at, and you release many eyeball flood. Now, how do I deal with each of those three types? It's very simple actually. You have plenty of ammo here, so you don't have to worry about it. You have a lot of ammo for the shotgun, which is the coolest weapon in my opinion, a lot of ammo for the pistol, every weapon you can imagine, a lot of grenade ammo. So this is another good aspect of the level, that you don't run out of ammo, or you barely do, which is really cool in my opinion. So it's you have plenty of ammo, you're really strong, but at the same time the Flood are really strong. So it's not just a normal fight, but you have limitations. It's that you're at your strongest, they're at their strongest, and you're clashing, and you're in their HQ, alone, at night, in the dark. Man, this level is so awesome. Anyways, the weapons to use are the pistol and the shotgun, which, as I previously said, are my favorite weapons in the entire game, alongside the plasma pistol. Back to how to deal with each type. The normal Flood. How do you defeat the normal Flood? Well, you grab their attention, wait for them behind a corner, and go full shotgun madness. And when you want to reload, throw a grenade. By the way, you don't have to wait for the bullets to finish to reload. And very important shotgun tip is, you can actually interrupt the reload and shoot no problem. You don't have to wait for the reload to end to take your shot. You can shoot mid-reload. Very important tip. And come on man, the sound of the shotgun, the range, the recoil, how it obliterates the waves coming at you, how it one-shots the normal Flood. How can you not love this weapon, and how can you not love the library? You can shoot at the Flood while they're attacking you mid-air, which always feels super cool in my opinion. And if you're far, you can use 2 shots of your pistol, because of its range, it's like kind of a sniper weapon in this game, as you guys know, to knock out the Flood. But they're revive, so you gotta do it twice, unlike the shotgun. You don't just like one shot kill them. But there is an advantage. When the pistol knocks them out, they drop the weapon that they carried in their hands. So you basically disarm them with the pistol from a distance. How cool is that? Now for the eyeball Flood. These are the easiest to get rid of. You can temporarily, okay, swap your pistol for a faster weapon like this gun, the AR, or the purple gun, or whatever other gun that can shoot fast bullets, okay? Or you can just melee them, like so. Also, please be careful. If your shields are down, they will eat at your health very quickly. So please keep moving around, because yes, they are easy to dodge. Just keep moving right and left, forward and backward in circles, and they will not be able to catch you. When your shield comes back online, you can try the melee and whatever, because it is too risky to have them come at you while your shields are down, because they rapidly take off your health. And also, please, when you get the chance, kill them off. Trust me, because when the normal Floods come and the eyeball Floods are around you, they're gonna accumulate, and the damage from the normal Flood and the eyeballs, like it's not gonna be good. So kill them off when you get the chance. Also, killing the Flood gives you checkpoints, and the checkpoints are very generous in this level. Now for the final type, the eyeball sacks, or some people call it the fatty Flood. These are basically grenades that carry the eyeball Floods inside them. That's why we carry our pistol. We shoot them with the pistol from far, and don't waste your shotgun ammo unless necessary, of course. You need the shotgun for the normal Floods. You can shoot a fatty Flood to blow up the ones around it. It's a grenade, you can use that for your advantage, or even use it to blow up the normal Floods around it. I mean, it's a good use. And then of course the eyeballs will come out of them. Also, please, very, very important once again, take your distance. These explosions can trigger a domino effect, blowing up nearby grenades that were dropped from the undead normal Floods and make a huge explosion. However, this can also be used for your advantage. You're behind a corner, you shoot the eyeball sack, huge explosions occur, clearing the whole amount of normal Floods that were like coming at you. But again, be careful to keep your distance. Keep your distance. Other than shooting the fatty Flood to get this huge explosion effect, you can do that with a grenade too. Throw a grenade and step back, because again the domino effect can reach you, and then hopefully the grenade will trigger other grenades in the area and do way more kills than you intended. And sometimes I just throw a grenade hoping that there were enough grenades dropped there to make a huge reaction, and when it does, it's one of the best feelings ever. It's like, yes, I just killed off so much by just one grenade, or by shooting a fatty Flood. Oh yeah, some fatty Flood, instead of blowing up, they are sent flying. They're gonna blow up when they reach down. Please stay away from the eyeball sack as it blows up, because it takes a lot of health and takes your shield down. Very, very important. Please, this is one of the things you have to focus about as well, that please don't let the eyeball sack blow up near you. Please, very, very important. It will take a lot of damage. And that's how you do it. Look, it might seem like a lot, but I just said every like tiny tip ever, but it's actually like it's very easy, and most of these things you're gonna know easily. Here's a quick summary. Normal Flood, shoot with shotgun. Eyeball, careful of their number, and melee or switch weapon. Eyeball sack, stay away and use the pistol, and take care of the explosion physics. See, that's it, simple. 3 points, that's it. And yeah, what else can you look for? Stimulating mechanics? Check. Tons of health packs around, tons of ammo, satisfying and powerful weapon, no annoying shields in the enemies, a shotgun is 1 kill, cool environment, cool and dark atmosphere, you basically feel like you're in survival horror. Come on. And the pathways too. You don't know whether you should go right or left, so you have to walk really slowly, look right and left as if you're crossing the street, shotgun ready in your hand, full ammo, hoping that you're ready, shield ready, focused at your radar, anticipating the moment that the flood will jump at you. This level design helps so much in this feeling, in my opinion. I always feel like, oh, where the flood gonna be? I'm ready, I have the shotgun in my hand. Where are you? Where's the sound from? Where are these dots on the radar coming from? And yeah, another important tip, please do move slowly and focus on your radar, because sometimes enemies might spawn behind you, and move slowly so you can only have small waves. Because if you do the run and gun strategy, oof, you'll get surrounded and overwhelmed by too many spawns. If you run and gun, like, all the waves in the whole hallway will spawn at you at once. Not a good plan. Take it easy. Slowly does it. Kinda how survival horror sounds, right? If you keep your cool, keep your calm, remain in control and focus, and slowly step by step, you'll actually progress and survive. But once you panic and start running away, that's when things are not looking good. There are certain areas which spawn like a lot of waves more than normal, but they eventually do end. So you can either wait for them until they completely end, or, just go forward and improvise. You choose your style. You can do whatever you want. Want to go more aggressive and just shoot it and go past it? Or do you want to wait until all the possible waves spawn and you get rid of them and then you kill them off? And if you're like, but how would I have ammo for this? Well, remember, the floods come with weapons, so you'll take ammo from the flood. That's why ammo is never scarce in this level. The level design and the repetitiveness add a lot to the level. Whether intentionally or not, the similar design of the floors adds to the experience, as a feature, not a flaw. There isn't much environmental differences to distract you, plus I feel it's the right amount of time spent with the structure. It's 3.5 floors with different structures like caves, that part, or that part. And I like the structure as I previously stated. I really like how it's designed and how it looks. It's an iconic place. The structure that felt too much for me was actually this one. Oh my god. Anyways, and yeah, the repetitiveness of the structures makes sense lore-wise. I honestly feel people are over-hating this. Like, this is the Flood HQ or whatever, and it's like the floors it's like a building. The floors should be identical. And it's like it's only repeated 3 times in a half, and the structure is a big structure. So it's not like a tight place repeating over and over and over. And the spice is in the encounters. And oh, remember the tips about defeating the Flood I was talking about? By the end of the last floor, you'll be a Flood master. That's it. On the first floor, you're like different than the person you are on the last floor. Even if you replayed this many times, by the last floor you'll have more control, and the fear factor will definitely go away. Not fear, I mean like the intimidation factor by the Flood and stuff. It's honestly so much fun. The hardest part in the level is when you have to wait next to the door, on the 3rd floor I think. Guess what? It's completely optional if you hide back. But to be honest, I prefer to actually do it. It's a cool challenge, to be honest. So much Flood, and when you do it, you're like, ooh my god, that was so close. I really enjoy that part actually, even though it's optional. And the checkpoints here are very, very generous if you kill off the Flood. If you leave some Flood, yes, eyeballs included, you might not get the checkpoint. And I think there's like 2 rocket Floods in this level. Just use your grenades at them, take cover, or disarm them from far away using a pistol, and then, yeah, that's the problem solved. But I have to be fair at the same time, and I say that maybe if the floors were more different in structure or pathway wise, it might have been even better. But I'm still saying that while it's the way it is now, it's still lots of fun. But I'm just wondering, how much better would it have been if the structures changed from floor to floor? I hope I made you look forward towards playing this level because it truly is one of the best in the game and deserves more love. Every once in a while, you can go play it on Legendary or something for an arcade-like experience, you know, where you're fully locked in. You, the Flood, hope you do well. See ya, have a good day.
Okay, like I said, I'll be right here when you get back, at this spot, in the dark, by myself, with no one around.